you know what? One of the beautiful things about living in Michigan is the summertime and the fall that we can go to northern Michigan if we live in southeastern Michigan. And it feels like we all have our favorite spots, whether it is Glen Arbor, Traverse City. People love Petoskey. People are out on Torch Lake. People love Frankfort. And we kind of stick to the places that we know. But there is one person I go to usually when I want to know the hidden gems of up north or the off the beaten path kind of places. And it is the executive editor of mynorth.com. She's also the editor of Traverse Magazine. And in full disclosure, she's also my sister. Say hello to Cara McDonald. Hey, Cara.
Hey, Chris.
Okay, it looks beautiful up north because I'm loving your shades. You got to tell us, I've been teasing you all afternoon that you've got the hidden gems. So where are you live right now?
Well, we're in Elk Rapids right now, which, I mean, it's not tiny and it's not unknown, but it is one of those spots where, boy, I gotta say, especially during busy times like Cherry Festival or crazy busy spots like Glen Arbor, Elk Rapids is absolutely a great destination. And what you can't tell from looking at me right here is that I am literally surrounded by water on all four sides, just blocks away. And that is one of the really cool parts about this great little town.
All right, and so you guys wrote an article that was 24 hours in Elk Rapids. It got huge traction on social media. So give us an idea. All right, if we're going to go up north, we're heading to Elk Rapids, we're not doing the regular stuff. What should we go ahead and take a look at?
You know, you definitely want to pull in and just crawl down. The Darling Main Street District is just so walkable. It's a great little size. We're not too far from one of my favorite spots, the Flower Pot Bakery. They have the best decorated sugar cookies and a really good little mocha. I'm also right here in front of Bayfront Beach and Bike. I hope I'm getting you in the right direction there.
Yeah, you are. It's good. Keep showing us.
Bike fix. You want a pan? You want a pano?
Yeah,
there you are. Sure hello, Elk Rapids. There's great spots for cocktails and just, wonderful little parks tucked into town. You can grab a sandwich. You can take your littles. There's play structures. There's shade. It's all super walkable and bike friendly. It's a wonderful, wonderful afternoon.
And it's one of those things that sometimes that we just kind of need to get off the beaten path and be open to exploring a little bit. I feel like I talk to a lot of people about travel and everyone gets very like, well, we're going to go do this and do this and do this. Elk Rapids seems like the kind of place that you just go, land yourself and say, I'm going to see where the afternoon takes me too.
Yeah, absolutely. When we were driving in, there were so many things that I passed and I'm like, oh, we should pull over. We should do this. Right now, it is farm stand season. These handwritten signs for fresh pie and sweet washed cherries are everywhere. And if you don't pull over, there's something wrong with you. So that's definitely something all around this countryside. We're in cherry country. It is also the cherry harvest of the decade, maybe in recent memory, according to farmers up here, just because of the incredible growing conditions we've had. They are at their sweetest and they're very early this year. So those are definitely adventures you just want to build in some time to wander.
All right, so Cara, I've also asked you how to do up north like a local. So I'm not the fanny pack fudge eating tourist all the time. So you got to give us the give us the tips on, how to do
both fanny packs and fudge. I just want to come out and support that.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So one of the things we notice with people, and it's exactly like you said in your intro, is people get sort of married to their favorite spots. Even true for me. I live right in downtown Traverse City. It's so easy to roll to the beach. It's 5 blocks from my door. But sometimes you just got to get in the car. And we're also big fans of walking and biking, but some of our most fantastic destinations and beaches are a little bit of a drive away, and they're not the super obvious bigger beaches or city park beaches that people might be aware of. So one of the things to up north like a local, you definitely have to get your beach game a little adjusted from what you might expect.
So what would you say? Should we go more like in the afternoon, evening, or what are some of the tips to do a good beach day like a local does?
You see here a ginger in the high noon sun, not a comfortable spot.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you've got the SPF
I tried
on.
to shoot it in the shade.
Yeah, no.
Right? It's not how we do.
Right.
You know, growing up, you got to be tan. I got to wear a t-shirt in the pool. So
I'm so sorry
when
about
we
that.
do beach, Yeah, it's okay. It was the 80s. It was real rough. But when we do beaches with my kiddos, we will jump in the car around 6 o'clock. And when we roll in, and we do like to tend to head to the Sleeping Bear Dunes National Lakeshore. That is just one of our go-to spots. And we'll hit beaches all within that lakeshore. But to me, it is always, always worth the drive. We'll head around 6. Everybody's rolling out for the day. So you can push it all the way to the front. You've got VIP parking. And what it is the coolest crowd. It's very chill. It's people that are just kicking in for sunset. It's relaxed. It's not crowded. It's not baking sun. It's just an amazing time. But also on those west-facing beaches, you are talking about the most magnificent sunsets and the evening light that it's to die for.
All right, Cara, what else can you tell us before I let you go? Because, I mean, but this is very fun. We could do our own show maybe someday, right?
I mean, really could. Really could. So other things for beaches, there's a great resource up here. A ton of regional land conservancies have nature preserves that have beaches as part of them. You may have to hike in a little bit or you may have to walk, but they are unbelievable gems that most people just don't bother to get to. So you definitely want to check out the Little Traverse and the Grand Traverse Regional Land Conservancy websites. They've got a great list of trails, preserves, and beaches to check out. Another thing you want to do is make beach day easy for yourself. If you're going to some of these more farther flung beaches or beaches where you do have to walk in or in a national lakeshore setting, don't drag a cooler with wheels. Stop and get a sandwich. We've got so many great mom and pop shops. Just get some sandwiches wrapped to go, throw them in your beach bag, skip the ice pack, and walk yourself into the beach and just take it easy, because that way you're not going to make beach day a big deal. You're just going to go do it and keep it relaxed and keep a local vibe.
Cara, you're my favorite up north guide. Could you just give us one more pan of downtown Elk Rapids? I would just love to see.
You bet I can. So let's see. There's a lot going on down here. I'll tell you what.
Oh, there you go. Loving it.
Yeah. And here's a cute. You can buy that pool toy. I would really enjoy that. You rent yourself a bike. You can get yourself a selfie with the clock. It's just a great town. You can see everybody's starting to hit here. It's a Friday afternoon, and the weather could not be better. So we are ready for you guys. Come on up.
All right, Cara McDonald, executive editor of MyNorth.com, editor of Traverse Magazine. I love you. Thanks so much
for more
being
information,
on. She's
Christy,
my sister.
I can send folks to MyNorth.com. They can subscribe to our newsletter, and they'll get all kinds of inside tips. We do talk about and dish our best beaches, our favorite sandwiches, coffee shops, hidden gems, etc. So give us a visit. We'd love to see you.
All right, sounds good. And I will see you soon. I'm actually going to see you next week. I'm coming up north.
That's right. Counting the days.
Batten down the hatches. Grab all the sandwiches.
That's right. We're waiting.
All right, see you, Cara.